Another proof that whoever wrote the Quran had no idea what things meant. For example, in the Bible, the personal name of God is Yahweh, like this. And in the Quran, in Islam, God has no personal name. They believe that Allah is his name, right? Which literally means the God. And he has attributes and titles, but no personal name. It's just Allah. But that goes against all of the previous revelation which the Quran claims that they affirm. Because in the Bible, in the Torah, we see God's name as Yahweh. Yahweh is mentioned over 6,000 times. God says, Yahweh is my name forever. So how is it that in Islam, Yahweh is not his name anymore? It's just Allah. And Muslims can try to say that, oh, that was just a corruption made by Jews and Christians. But here's the dilemma, here's the problem. In ancient Hebrew culture, they had this thing called theophoric names, which means that they put God's name in people's names. And the Quran gets those same names and put them in the text. So for example, we have John in the Quran. He's called Yahya in Arabic, but in Hebrew, his original name is called Yochanan, which means Yahweh is gracious. We also have Elijah, which in Arabic is Elias, but in Hebrew it's Eliyahu, which means my God is Allah? No, my God is Yahweh. Another, for example, is Zachariah, which in Arabic is Zachariah, but the original Hebrew name is Zechariah, which means Yahweh has remembered, or Yahweh remembers. And we have other examples, but of course we also have Jesus. In Arabic, they say his name is Isa, but in Hebrew, it's Yeshua, which comes from Yehoshua, which means Yahweh saves, or Yahweh is salvation. So here's the thing, the Quran has prophets' names and people's names in general that reflect Yahweh, but the Quran and Islam does not claim that Yahweh is the name of God. They say that Allah is the name of God. So how come that Allah, who is not Yahweh, has his prophets saying that my God is Yahweh? Or you're going to say that even the prophets of God corrupted God's message? The truth is, whoever wrote the Quran had no idea about this, and it was not the all-knowing God that revealed this to them. Because if Allah was all-knowing, he would know about this. But he didn't, because he's not God.